Hey, what's up guys, it's Moonfyye here, and today I'm going to be going over everything you need to know about Black Ops 6 Zombies. For today's video, I'm going to be sourcing all my information from the Call of Duty blog about Black Ops 6 Zombies, so please bear in mind that there may be some spoilers up ahead, and if there are any spoilers, I'll make sure to let you guys know beforehand. But without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the COD blog about Black Ops 6 Zombies. So the first thing we have here is Black Ops 6 Zombies, Requiem for a Lost Soul, meet the Terminus team. It says, after being imprisoned for over 5 years at a remote outpost in the Philippine Sea, the former members of Requiem stage a daring breakout. They are aided by an unexpected arrival of a mysterious Filipina smuggler and a former adversary. Unfortunately, their bid for freedom from Terminus Island coincides with another chaotic dimensional outbreak. Welcome to Black Ops 6 Zombies. And also for the story so far, it says, after 2 years battling an undead outbreak across the globe during the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War timeline, the CIA-led Requiem team finally succeeded in closing the last remaining dimensional portal, banishing its denizens back into the nightmarish hellscape known as the Dark Aether. However, the team's success came at a heavy price. Agent Samantha Maxis sacrificed herself to essentially seal this twisted dimension from the inside. Worse was to follow, as Requiem's senior staff members were unceremoniously arrested on the orders of the project director, finally revealed to be none other than Edward Richtofen. Taking place over half a decade later, Black Ops 6 Zombies continues the Dark Aether storyline, exploring the fortunes of key characters while also delving further into Richtofen's motivations and goals. During the intervening years, former Requiem staff Gregory Weaver, Mackenzie McCarver, Elizabeth Gray, Oscar Strauss, and Stoney Maddox have been incarcerated at the outpost known as Terminus, a mysterious garrison located in the Philippine Sea. And after being imprisoned for over 5 years, these characters have undergone significant mental and physical changes. On the COD blog, there is a video of the Zombies trailer. I'll make sure to play that here in a moment. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and show you guys who's on the Terminus team, just so we know who's who in the trailer. So go ahead and check that out real quick. So for operators and handlers, we do have a pretty big paragraph, so I'm going to go ahead and read you guys who's on here, just so we know who's who. As a long-standing veteran of the broader Call of Duty Black Ops storyline, Gregory Weaver is no stranger to the ever-evolving nature of war and conflict. Despite the guilt he feels for his perceived failure as the team's commander, he is more than determined to confront and expose his former director's duplicity and agendas. Whatever they may be, he is done playing politics and is willing to burn the whole house down to expose the corruption that has led them to their current situation. Elizabeth Gray is no longer the meek and somewhat naive scientist who was so thrilled to be invited to work with Requiem, and the dubious ethics of those who sought to control its power. These qualities had already changed with the loss of Samantha Maxis, but the injustice of her imprisonment brought out a tougher side she never knew existed within her. Thanks to Carver's mentorship and training, her transformation has made her more than capable of facing any threat head-on. For Carver, his longtime belief in the military, not to mention his own distinguished career, has been shattered. He is understandably aggrieved, but not bitter. On the surface, it may seem that he has run out of blank to give, but instead he is more dedicated to his friends and colleagues than ever, and believes that with determination they will right his terrible injustice. As for Strauss, not only has he not fared well under the strain of incarceration and intense interrogation, his age and increasingly eccentric personality means he is deeply reliant on his colleagues, not only just for his own physical well-being but also his sanity. Events take an explosive turn when Maya Aguinaldo, a young Filipino smuggler, arrives on the island in pursuit of her own and very personal agenda related to the disappearance of her own brother. More significantly for our team, she is accompanied by a familiar but far from welcome face. There are many profanities that could be used to describe Dr. William Peck, but even the most offensive ones would fail to adequately do justice to just how detestable he is in the eyes of our heroes. So those are all the characters from Terminus that we are aware of at the current moment. I will say I'm really interested to know more about Maya. I feel like there's a lot of questions surrounding her character that we don't necessarily know the answer to quite yet. And obviously when Zombies does come out, we'll have a lot of those questions answered. But for the time being, I'm just really curious how she got to Terminus to begin with, and how did her brother even get kidnapped to begin with. Anyways, let's go ahead and watch the Black Ops 6 Terminus cinematic trailer. Oh my god, that was loud. Hold up. That was so loud. Oh, here you can see the year and date. That's interesting. So this takes place in 1991. Anyways, now that we put down the volume, let's go ahead and continue.
5, 920 miles a day. 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Move, moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. 45.
Okay, so we have the Terminus team here. Oh.
I cannot take this anymore. Finally, a good song.
This guy's chilling. Everyone else is just going crazy, looks like. Is someone behind him? Oh. I'm guessing this is Maya. Yep.
Who the hell are you? This is Maya. She's with me. Breaking you out was my plan, so you're welcome.
Heck, you sick son of a bitch. You're supposed to be dead.
Oh.
Major Carver. All of us here have a common enemy. The guy who locked you up. The guy who stole my life's work. Edward Richtofen.
What do you say we find him and kill him? Huh?
Warning. Dimensional breach in progress.
Let's get out of here.
That wasn't a fucking deal. We're not going anywhere till we find my brother.
Look,
R.I.P.
it'll take me some time to get their helos torn up, and we do kind of owe.
I guess that'll be on the back burner.
Raptor 1. Go locate the landing pad. Peck, Strauss, hold up in the guard station. I want Richtofen's coordinates. Go to the store power, and then locate this woman's brother.
Okay, but this looks so exciting. Okay, so I didn't really want to say too much while the trailer was going on just because I didn't want to interrupt it in case that was your first time watching it like it was for me. I feel like that trailer was really good and did establish quite a few things already. Essentially, how did everyone get released and how did William Peck basically just get there to begin with, and the introduction of Maya's character, of course. So I feel like that was a really great establishing trailer. Also, I will say when I was watching that trailer, I felt like Strauss was most likely going to be the comedic character. Not to say this in a mean way, but I feel like he'll be kind of crazy and stuff. I don't know. It's just a vibe he gives me. And also kind of a weird thing as well, but I feel like Dr. Gray kind of looks like Tomb Raider, but that could just be me. Hello, hello. Okay, so I ended up taking a brief break by going to the theaters to watch the new Borderlands movie, and I ended up coming back with a surprise that I didn't even think was going to be possible to get, considering the movie has been out for a few days now, but you may see it in the background currently as I got I got my son Claptrap. I'm actually so happy I was able to get this. I think this was the last one because they had a giant box of all the popcorn buckets, which I believe Claptrap was in, and it was empty, and this was just right next to it, and it was all bubble wrapped, and I got to take it home. And this is so cute. I absolutely love Claptrap, and I have this little guy now, and I'm so happy about it. It is my favorite thing that I have at this current moment. Also, I'm not sure if it's focusing. It doesn't look like it, but you can move the hands around. It's not like fully posable, but look at this. Clap. Anyways, I decided to put Claptrap on my desk where you can see it for the time being. I don't know where I'm gonna put it in my room, but currently it is just sitting there, which FYI, this is a popcorn bucket. This is a really neat popcorn bucket. But anyways, that is enough of a distraction. So let's go ahead and get right into the COD blog. So where we left off was over here towards the ending of this first blog about Call of Duty Zombies. There is currently a new blog post out that came out on August 8th. I do have it pulled up, so we are gonna go ahead and go over that. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out this tab real quick. And here it is. This is the new COD blog, at least the most recent COD blog about Call of Duty Zombies. And I believe there's actually a lot more information in here and also some spoilers. So as a friendly reminder, if there are going to be any spoilers, I'll make sure to let you guys know in case you want to skip it. Because if you're anything like me, I don't like spoilers unless it's from an official source like Call of Duty themselves or Treyarch in this case. For the most part, I have successfully dodged every single leak for Black Ops 6 so far. And by the time Call of Duty next happens, I will get to experience everything for the very first time. But anyways, that's enough of a tangent. Let's go ahead and get right into this Call of Duty blog and see what it's all about. Also, like I had mentioned, even this blog post is warning about spoilers up ahead. So again, if you are avoiding spoilers, please bear that in mind as I go over the next bits of this blog. The first thing we have on this blog post is a terminus overview. This is a screen grab of the outpost escape, and its description says, located in the Philippine Sea is the remote Terminus Island complex. Historical data indicates a pre-World War II coal mining operator on the island. Abandoned around 1932, 10 years later, Terminus became a forward U.S. naval naval base. Mothballed until 1965, the CIA converted it into a top-secret outpost used for the detention of blank. In 1986, Project Janus took over the island, building a laboratory in the subterranean mining caves. After Peck and Maya break into the Rec Room crew out of their prison cells, they soon learn that this is a bio-research station for Project Janus. And also, this round-based zombie map will be available at the launch of Black Ops 6, which is on October 25th, along with the new map Liberty Falls. And speaking of Liberty Falls, we get our first screen grab of the brand new map as well. This right here is a small snippet of what Liberty Falls looks like, and there also is a brief description about Liberty Falls, and that says, footage from an incursion at a once quaint, now overrun West Virginian town also gives you the first glimpse at the second launch map. Seemingly the epicenter of the Dark Aether outbreak, chaos is crawling throughout Liberty Falls, with much of the local population now succumbing to the results of a second simultaneous dimensional breach. And also, there will be more information about Liberty Falls at Call of Duty Next, which is taking place on August 28th. And since we know that Black Ops 6's Zombies is round-based, there is going to be two different types of currencies. I'll go ahead and put them on the screen for you guys to see. The first screenshot is all the things you can buy with Essence. This includes unlocking doors, getting access to objective-related devices, and also giving you the ability to purchase Perk-a-Colas from the perk machine. This is just a few of the things you can do with Essence. There's obviously more on the screen that you can go ahead and pause to read. The next type of currency that is going to be available in Black Ops 6 Zombies is Salvage. With Salvage, you'll be able to access an ammo mod and apply a special elemental power to your current weapon. You will also be able to upgrade the rarity tier of your weapon, which will result in more damage being done. And also, with this currency, you'll be able to build specific tactical equipment, lethal equipment, and support equipment. Black Ops 6's Zombies will also give you the choice to exfil or expire. They're saying for this, at some point, even the most hardened, strategically focused zombie players need to extricate themselves from the relentless hordes. And once you want to leave Terminus, you can call upon a Raptor 1 to locate a landing site while you race to secure it before you're all overwhelmed. After clearing the vicinity, you may yet live to see another match. Or you can continue to explore the island, facing tougher and tougher crowds of ghoulish entities until you succumb to the threats. Either way, your personal best is tracked and logged, so you know when you've bettered a previous attempt. Aside from that, we're also going to be seeing some zombie movement. With this, we're going to be seeing some more refined movement across the entirety of Black Ops 6. For the first time in Zombies, players can sprint, slide, and dive in any direction forward, sidestepping, or backpedaling, seamlessly chaining combat maneuvers together, all with a full 360-degree range of motion. So essentially, if you've seen any of the Omni movement stuff that has been shown for multiplayer, that is coming into Zombies, which is a giant W in my opinion. Having this type of movement in Zombies is just going to be super game-changing, and I feel like players are gonna love it. I know I will, just because I am a klutz when it comes to playing Zombies, so I can definitely use all the help I can get, especially with movement. Also, here's another quick little spoiler. This is something minor in my opinion. It's about the HUD. I'm not gonna go ahead and read into it all too much, but essentially, just like in multiplayer, you'll be able to customize your HUD in Zombies. These are the two images that were provided by the COD blog to show you what you can do with your HUD. Okay, so I just realized something really neat about Black Ops 6, and I don't know if this was intended or not, but apparently there's going to be emotes in sprays. I don't think we've had emotes since like Black Ops 4, and there were some really unhinged emotes in Black Ops 4, might I add. And I feel like I haven't seen sprays since like Modern Warfare 19 and maybe Cold War if I remember correctly, but essentially I felt like that was phased out of COD for quite a bit now. Rather, both of these things have been phased out of COD for quite a bit now. So if this is true and we do end up getting emotes and sprays again, that will be super neat. Quick little sidebar. I don't know how many of you guys played Modern Warfare 2019, but I was a butt in there and I would spray paint my teammates a very bright invisible color so that the enemy team could take down my teammates. I did that quite frequently. I was a big butt in there, so yeah, if they bring sprays into multiplayer, I will most likely be doing that again. But anyways, I am on part 3 of the COD blog about Black Ops 6 Zombies, and this one says lock and loaded pre-game preparation. This will go over weapon loadouts, field upgrades, tactical lethals, and a lot more. I won't be going over every single detail on part 3, as some of this is just returning features from previous COD games, so I'll make sure to keep it brief with that being said. Here's something that I'm probably going to go ahead and attempt when Black Ops 6 Zombies comes out, hopefully not dying on round 20 every single time, as that's the farthest I can essentially get. But there is going to be a camo grind for zombies, and there's going to be zombie related challenges, and you can earn badges related to them. There's going to be 4 highly desirable mastery camos in Zombies, which I am excited for. I wonder if they're going to be doing something similar to like gold, platinum, and then like a middle camo, and then the final mastery camo, or if this is all going to be something really unique. Aside from that, there is going to be some field upgrades in BO6 Zombies. This includes the Aether Shroud, Frenzied Guard, Healing Aura, and Energy Mine. We'll also see a brand new field upgrade, and this one is called Dark Flare. For this field upgrade, you generate a massive energy energy beam that deals lethal shadow damage. The beam penetrates everything in its path, and since they didn't specify in this COD blog, I wonder if that includes your teammates. I feel like it will, oddly enough, but maybe not, who knows. But aside from that, you can make your field upgrades even stronger using augments. The field upgrades cannot be dropped, but now for the first time in zombies, you can swap to a different field upgrade at any time during a match. Also for the support equipment, there's some really neat things coming in with this, such as the Arc XD, which is an explosive RC card that emits small aether blasts. You can also create a sentry turret, but my personal favorite is Mutant Injection, which transforms you into a mangler, and in my opinion, that just sounds super impressive and really fun. Also, the Mutant Injection also makes you grow an additional 3 feet taller. You'll be able to throw your weight as well as vicious melee swipes and ranged mangler cannon attacks. BO6 Zombies also brings back Gobblegums, which we haven't seen since Black Ops 3, and I'm personally really excited for this one. Gobblegums will come in a variety of rarities, such as rare, epic, legendary, ultra, and whimsical, with the general rule that the higher the rarity, the more powerful the effect of the Gobblegum. Here's a screenshot of how the Gobblegums work. There's also going to be some improvements done with Gobblegums as well, as they can no longer be dropped or shared, but you can swap to a different Gobblegum pack at any time during the match, and new Gobblegums are also earnable in-game for simply playing. You can also expect to earn 1 or more Gobblegums every few rounds, and also any unused Gobblegums are kept between matches, so you won't lose them if you happen to disconnect from a match. We'll also be seeing a return of Perca-Cola machines, and they all look so beautiful. I love how they all look. Aside from that, this is a screenshot of what all the Perca-Colas do. You can go ahead and pause to read. There's also going to be a brand new Perkaholic. This one is called Melee Macchiato. This perk will replace the weapon Gun Butt with a deadly punch that sends the enemies flying. With Black Ops 6 Zombies, there's something called a Rampage Inducer. For this, it says, those considering themselves advanced enough not to be troubled by zombies in the early rounds of a match should seek out an orange-hued container of aether crystals. When activated, this drives zombies into an absolute frenzy. Zombies will appear and move more quickly for the first 20 seconds, and providing you aren't overwhelmed, this allows you to speed through the early rounds of the match. Or you can return to the Rampage Inducer and vote to switch it off. There's also going to be a tactical raft in Black Ops 6 Zombies. This is designed and constructed by Project Janus scientists. Terminus features boat delivery portals, allowing for on-demand transportation around the vicinity of the main island, usually on a well-utilized dock or pier. As swimming in the canopy waters of the ocean under current circumstances is possible but not advised, the tactical raft is the fastest way to reach the outer islands and abandoned shipwreck as further discoveries are made. And also the Pack-a-Punch machine is returning in BO6 Zombies. This is arguably the most important machine on a round-based zombies map. This machine is used to upgrade your weapon into a more powerful variant using essence gained from slaying zombies. Initially, the machine lacks any power, but once the outpost is back online and enough essence is acquired, you can easily reach the machine and automatically upgrade it with a single button press. Also, we get a new wander weapon. This is a spoiler, so go ahead and skip through if you don't want to see this. But this new wander weapon is called a Beam Smasher. The Beam Smasher is comparable in size and shape to a light machine gun and features a single barrel emitting a supercharged and incredibly damaging etheric beam, causing organic matter to break down at a molecular level. This occurs almost instantly, and enemies appear to explode in a cloud of vaporized innards, which, by the way, I forgot to mention, but this has 2 forms. That was his primary form. For the second form of the Beam Smasher, it says, focused sound waves cause the molecular levels of multiple enemy targets to vibrate at alarmingly fast rates. Targets are wrecked with pulsing head trauma that incapacitates by slowing the target rather than damaging them. Entities in this state become much more easily damaged by both the primary firing mode and conventional firepower. Also, next up, we have some major spoilers about the type of zombies we'll see in BO6 Zombies, so go ahead and skip through this part if you don't want to see them. But to start things off, we have bipedal shamblers. I believe these are your base zombies that you will see on Terminus. They'll be wearing scientist lab coats, prisoner garbs, torn rags, as well as civilian clothing. Then you will come across zombies, and zombies are relentless. They will follow you, crowding you into a swarm-like horde. If they can't reach you, they'll rip a portion of their own form and use it as a revolting meat projectile. Then after that, we have armored zombies. These are zombie variants that have a protective covering, and they also take reduced damage from projectiles and explosive damages. Then we have our heavy zombies, and these guys are armored zombies in better protective armor and are even better protected from projectiles and explosive damages compared to light armored zombies. Then after that, we have vermin. Vermins are large spiral-like ravenous scuttlers with a central thorax that seems to take the form of a screaming human head. Relatively weak individually, they become more dangerous in packs, and they sometimes appear after detaching themselves from a fallen zombie host. These guys like to jump and sprint to inflict damage, and these guys also like to spit a caustic substance. Vermin also have the potential to evolve into another form, emitting gas, elongating their skulls, and changing into an airborne terror named the parasites. Parasites prefer to keep their distance from from you while projecting acid balls at you. Then we have our manglers also returning, as well as something called amalgams. The amalgam is a form of fleshy deviancy that until now has defined explanation. Roughly over 8 feet in height and returning a general humanoid mass, this appears to be a combined DNA of multiple individuals. It has multiple appendages including heads, all growling from seemingly random locations. They appear to be violent masses of flesh and sinew, emitting bellows from multiple heads. Up to 10 arms and 5 legs have been counted, and they seem to regenerate limbs previously shot off. They mainly try to absorb you by stretching out a cluster of limbs into a tendril to pull the victim into a maw-like chest cavity. And last but not least, expect to see Terminus as a living world, as there are going to be some ambient things that are reacting to you as you play the game. Most importantly, there are 2 things to keep an eye out for, which is the void cannon trap. For this thing, it says, recently upgraded and improved by Project Janus forces in an attempt to weaponize Ethereum, this battery now serves as a devastating trap, providing you have the necessary power, as the cannon now shoots out Ethereum beam, the muzzle flash acting as a singularity that slows enemy advancements and pulls any zombie enemies that are present within the deck or beneath the cannon up into the beam before they are vaporized. So essentially, this cannon is just super overpowered and should be utilized if you have the ability to do so. And the last thing that I want to go over is the tentacle, which I absolutely hate because I have a fear of like deep bodies of water and stuff. And this thing just, you know, it really thrives off my fear, and I just don't like it because of that reason. Essentially, there is a giant tentacle that will be attacking you if you use a tactical raft. And this tentacle will be spraying out noxious vapors at you as you are maneuvering around the map on the tactical raft. I will just say here, water monsters are the freakiest things ever, and I hate them. They are the worst, and I don't like them by any means. So with that being said, I doubt I will use the tactical raft because of this thing right here. Aside from that, that was just about everything on the Call of Duty blog about Black Ops 6 Zombies. There's going to be more information about Black Ops 6 Zombies at COD Next on August 28th, but at the current moment, this is all the information that we have officially from Call of Duty and Treyarch themselves about Black Ops 6 Zombies in Terminus Island. We also got a sneak peek on Liberty Falls, but ultimately we got the most amount of information for Terminus, as well as a few basic things and a few new things that are coming in with BO6 Zombies. Overall, after going over the COD blogs about BO6 Zombies, I'm super excited for it. There's obviously some major improvements coming in with zombies as well, which is really exciting. I will say I'm super excited for the Gobblegums to be back, just because I never really got to try them out in BO3. I barely played any BO3 zombies, so that'll be super fun to test out when BO6 does eventually come out. And also, all the new zombie types are super horrifying as well. I just know the tormented horrors are going to freak me out the most, especially the tormented horror that has a bunch of limbs and whatnot. That is making me think of the forest, as there is a mutant in there that has a bunch of limbs that is super freaky. So yeah, I am not looking forward to that by any means. That's going to be horrifying, but I'm still excited for BO6 Zombies nonetheless, even though I am super horrified about what's to come. Regardless of that, I am going to go ahead and end my video here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me check out the Call of Duty blog about Black Ops 6 Zombies today. Let me know what you guys are most excited for in the comments down below. I would love to know. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, night, or evening. Take it easy and peace. Bye!